Mrs. Cray! Mrs. Cray, look, we know you're in there, so can you please open the door?
All right. Keep your hair on. I'm coming. Can I help you?
I'm looking for Ronald and Reginald Cray.
And who might you be? An ex-girlfriend?
I'm Inspector Pauline Brake.
Blimey. A woman copper. And an inspector too. Never seen one of them before.
Are they here, Mrs. Cray?
Mrs. Cray. That's nice. Respectful like. Not something I'm used to from you lot.
Fortunately, some of us do still remember our manners, Mrs. Cray.
Oh, I like you. You can come again.
Thank you. Can I come in?
Oh, why not? And you can call me Violet.
Thank you, Violet. I'm Pauline.
Pauline. Now, that's a nice name, friendly like.
I apologise for the late hour, Mrs. Cray. Sorry. I mean Violet. Now, Ron and Reggie, where are they?
Sorry, love. You've just missed them. Left about 5 minutes ago, going up west, they said.
They've been here all night, I suppose.
Of course they have. Been here all night watching telly with their old mum.
They didn't slip out at all?
Slip out?
Up to Whitechapel, the Blind Beggar pub.
The Blind Beggar in Whitechapel? No, that's not one of their usual boozers. Like I say, they've been here with me all night.
I see. Two men fitting Ronnie and Reggie's description were seen around the Blind Beggar pub earlier this evening.
No, must be a mistake. Not my boys. Like I say, they've been here with me all night.
Any idea which club they've gone to?
Haven't a clue. You know, boys, could be any of them.
Did they say when they'll be back?
Back? Oh, it could be any time. I ain't seen you before. You knew?
Just moved down.
Ah, that'll be the accent then.
Oldham.
Oh, what?
Anyone else with your sons?
Not that I know of, no.
Were they in a car?
Sorry, love, I wouldn't know.
Anyone else in the house?
Just Charlie.
Charlie?
My old man. Oh, away to the world he is, out like a light.
Well, sorry to disturb you. Best be getting off.
Like a cuppa? Tea. Cup of tea, love. Kettle's just boiled.
No. Best let you get back to bed.
Bed? No. I'll be up till my boys get home. Can't sleep till I know my boys are safely tucked up.
Thanks, I best be off.
You all right, love?
Sorry. It's me driver. He's left me.
They'll do that, love.
What's that?
Mess with you. It's 'cause you're a woman, see? Don't like it. You doing a man's job. Women ain't supposed to be a boss.
Not my fault I'm a better copper than them.
That's a spirit, love. Pity that's not the way the world works, though, is it? Yeah, bugger the lot of them. Let's have that tea. You got kids?
2 boys. Yeah, boys.
They with you?
No, they're back home with their dad.
Not fancy it then?
What's that?
Moving to London?
Oh, well, eldest is about to join the army and the other one works for council.
What about your old man?
It's complicated.
Oh, it always is, love. Nothing's easy in this world. Do you miss them?
Every day.
I'd be lost if I didn't see my boys.
It doesn't bother you? Your boys and what they do?
Do? Sorry, love, I don't know what you mean.
Well, not exactly innocents, are they?
My boys? Good as gold. You'll hear no complaints from anyone round here. They do what they have to do.
And what's that then?
They put bread on the table and look after their family.
No matter what?
It's a dangerous world out there. You're new here, so I'll give you some advice. People round here, they look after one another. They do what they have to do to get by.
At what price?
Price? Sorry, love, you've got me there.
There's a man, George Connell. He's been shot dead at the Blind Beggar pub tonight. I don't think his family will be so understanding.
George Connell? Is that who copped it?
You know him?
Everyone knows George Connell.
I'm sorry, am I missing something?
You think my boys had something to do with the shooting that nasty piece of work?
Well, we'd like to talk to him about it, yes.
Then you better bring in half the East End. The man was filth. I know lots of people who'd love to have pulled the trigger on George Connell.
Like to give me any names?
And be a grass? I don't think so, love.
What about your boys? They must know something about this.
No, not my boys. They're businessmen, not involved in that lark.
So what larks are Ronnie and Reggie involved in these days?
You'd have to ask them, love. I've got no idea about business. I'm just a woman. They got a club, see? It's doing very well, I'm told. Lots of famous people go there. I've been once or twice myself. It's very swish. My boys have done very well for themselves.
And what about your other boy?
Charlie takes after his dad. Good as gold is my Charlie.
Perfect little family then, is it, Violet?
Nothing's perfect, Inspector.
What? No girls? Is that it? Only boys?
Violet?
Pardon?
I had a little girl. Called her Violet after her mother. Perfect little thing she was. My Charlie was so happy. Only had her a couple of hours.
I'm so sorry.
Why? It's not your fault. Just wasn't to be. You ever lost a child?
No.
I wouldn't wish it on my worst enemy. I've never known pain like it. So pretty. So perfect. And just like that, gone. I wouldn't believe him at first. Wouldn't let her go. I thought she was sleeping. Said to Charlie, do something. Bless him. He stood there, a big daft face full of tears. Oh, broke my heart, it did. I said to my Charlie after that, Charlie, I said, I'll never go through that again.
I'm sorry, Violet.
Oh, don't be. Not your fault. Besides, a few years later, I got my beautiful boys to look after. So I ain't had time to dwell on it. Sugar?
Sorry?
In your tea?
Oh, no, sorry. Thank you.
Sweet enough, eh? I can tell.
Only ever been the two boys. Kenny and Lawrence. Kenny's the one in the army.
Oh, my boys were in the army for a bit.
What happened?
Didn't work out. So how did you end up here then?
Passed my exams, saw a vacancy and applied.
Not many women doing as good as you, though, is there?
Not yet, but give it time.
what you have to do.
What do you mean?
Pretty girl like you, come on.
It doesn't work like that.
Don't make me laugh. Of course it does. You're a woman. How did you get to be a police inspector?
I worked hard.
I bet you did. He must have been pretty high up. Who was he? A superintendent, chief constable?
Told you, it doesn't work like that.
Oh, love. Do you think I was born yesterday? Everyone knows you should be at home, ironing your husband's shirt, making his tea, having his babies. But no, you're here in Bethnal Green on a murder inquiry. Takes some doing that, love. And you ain't letting nobody put you in your place.
What? Like you mean? Know your place, do you?
Nothing wrong with keeping a family home.
I agree.
So why aren't you doing it instead of trying to find out who shot George Connell?
It's not for me. I like me job.
More than your family?
The family always comes first.
And so do mine.
I should be off. Back to the station.
Well, don't you want to stay and meet the boys?
I'm sure we'll catch up eventually.
Do you think if you'd had a girl, you'd be sitting here right now?
Probably not.
No. Girls need their mums. And mums need to be around their girls.
My Jerry, that's my husband, said 2 was enough.
So your husband decided?
Said we couldn't afford any more.
My Charlie said we could have as many as I like. But it wasn't the same after my Violet. That was until the twins came along. Oh, they were like a breath of fresh air. A miracle. 2 beautiful boys. Oh, imagine. I'll do anything for them boys. And they do anything for me. They are lovely, lovely boys.
A lot of people would disagree with you there.
Oh, they're just jealous. I always said to my boys, you be whatever you want to be. Don't let anyone say you can't do anything.
Well, I've certainly taken you at your word.
I'm proud of my boys. They ain't done nothing to be ashamed of.
Violet, your boys are violent criminals.
Says who?
Says the law.
Ha! The law. Everyone knows some coppers ain't as honest as they make out they are.
We're not all bent.
You didn't say you were. Just that some of you play both sides.
That's bent as far as I'm concerned.
Nothing wrong with helping friends.
There's a difference
But
to
you'd
just...
know all about that, wouldn't you?
There is a difference to just turning a blind eye.
Oh, love, is there? Where's the arm? As long as no one's getting hurt.
That's it. They are.
Only wrong uns, love. Only wrong uns. If you think you're going to ride in here on your white horse and clean up the East End, you're going to be very disappointed. We've all got pasts, and nothing's what it seems. It'll all come out in the end. The good guys turn out to be not so good, and the bad guys, well, they get what's coming to them. They won't be missed. Ask George Connell's missus.
You might be right. I don't know who's who anymore.
Or what's what? You people see my Reggie and Ronnie differently than I do.
Violet, your sons, they hurt people.
Says who? You give a dog a bad name and it sticks. That's what's happened to my boys. Anyone ever say something about you that's not true? What's funny?
Nobody likes me at the station. Why is a woman doing a man's job? That's what they're all saying. Of course, they don't say it to my face. So they just take the piss behind my back and play little tricks.
That's men for you. Like I said, they feel threatened.
They send me on all the shitty jobs or on wild goose chases. Or like tonight, drive off and leave me. They think it's funny. I think they hope that I'll get beaten up or I'll go missing.
And that would be handy. You going missing after dropping you off coming here? Something else that they could blame my Ronnie and Reggie for?
Oh, I wouldn't put anything past some of the characters I've come across. They're trying to grind me down. They think if they pull these stunts, they'll scare me, or I'll put in for a transfer or run off back to Oldham.
That's not going to happen, though, is it, love?
No, I can't. Even if I wanted to. I've burnt too many bridges.
Is it worth it? To prove a point?
Do you think I'm here to prove a point? That a woman can do a man's job? Be a woman copper in the East End?
You tell me, love.
You know how hard it is to be a woman in the police force.
It's not my cup of tea, love, that's for sure.
They treat you like shit.
I can imagine.
You get to sergeant and that's a miracle.
You must be very special then, or had a guardian angel. Which was it?
Both. I'm a bloody good copper.
It's not enough though, is it, love?
Never enough.
What you have to do.
You name it.
Oh, love, and you let them.
You wouldn't understand. I had no choice.
Bit like my boys then. Still, like I tell them, you've always got a choice, love.
You ever been to Oldham?
Can't be any worse than the East End. I found in my life, you do what you have to do to survive.
And is that what you think I'm doing?
I wouldn't know. I wouldn't know, love. I just know my boys. Tea's going cold.
Jerry, my husband, said he wanted no more kids. So I was stuck at home, bored. I saw this advert for the police and it said they were looking for a woman. So I thought I'd give it a go.
Well, somebody's got to, I suppose.
The inspector took a shine to me. Then he starts giving me the come on. Says he can help me get on. Like I say, there were nothing going on at home, so I thought, why not?
And was it worth it?
For a bit. Got me to sergeant. Then he said for a night with him and his mate, the chief constable, I could get an inspector's post. I just had to convince them I was worth it.
Why did you do it?
Because I'm a bloody good copper, that's why. I was wasted helping old Grans cross the road or directing traffic, and my boss knew that. But he wasn't going to promote me, not unless there was something in it for him.
Oh, love.
So you see, Violet, I will do anything and anyone to get what I want, and that includes taking in your Ron and Reggie.
Whenever you're passing.
Thanks for the tea.
You like my boys. You've got a lot in common.
Maybe.